Let's go through how to create a meeting from within the Microsoft Teams application. Firstly, you'll need to head into the calendar section on the left hand side. Within here, you can either double click in a space on your calendar or click the new meeting icon in the top right of the screen. This will then bring up the new meeting details where you can pop your subject and invite required attendees and set the date of the meeting. You can also add optional attendees if required. If you'd like this to be a repeating meeting, this can also be selected here. You can also add a specific channel into the meeting if it is a large group of individuals or a certain team that require to be added. Here you can put in a description. One overlooked feature is the scheduling assistant. Once you have added your attendees in the first tab, you can head up to the scheduling assistant, which shows the diaries of the attendees and if they're available. Very handy for organising the right time for a meeting. Now the meeting has been created, we can see that this has appeared in our calendar. There are multiple ways to join a meeting. This can be done from within the Teams application itself and selecting join on the entry, or you can connect to a meeting using the link that is sent within Outlook. When you first join a meeting, you are presented with this screen allowing you to select your audio device. A Bluetooth compatible speaker, if it's available, and if you'd like to enter the meeting muted or not. You can also set a background filter such as blur and disable your webcam. Once in a meeting, there are a few specific functions using the buttons at the top of the screen. The Show Participants function allows you to see all users inside the meeting and who is on mute. You can also add additional users by typing their name into the box. The chat function shows any messages sent from attendees within the meeting, good for keeping notes or checking back on any questions that may have been asked earlier. The raise hand function alerts the presenter that someone may want to ask a question. This is indicated by the notification mark next to the Show Participants button at the top of the screen. You can also use the three dots next to a user's name to spotlight them. This will put them as the main picture within the meeting. This is helpful if they're speaking about a particular subject matter and need the full attention of the meeting. There is also the option to make another user the presenter. This will allow them to mute users, remove users, and admit people into the lobby. The additional drop down at the top allows you to enable handy features such as the live captions, which is helpful if somebody in the meeting doesn't have audio or can't have their speakers on. The meeting options allows for additional settings to be set in the meeting, such as who's allowed to present, like people in your organisation only or everybody in the meeting, and who is allowed to unmute themselves. Let's go through the share content option. This allows you to share your whole entire screen or a specific application to the meeting. Great for showing a colleague a document or PowerPoint presentation.